Hey buddies, my name is Rob, and we are here today with top eight contestant Mark Gonzalez at our Fan of Nightmare Regional. And how'd you do today?
I ended up making top 8. I think I got 5th place out of every.
Six?
5th or 6th, I don't remember off the top of my head. So.
Okay, and what did you play today?
I played Pure Snake Eyes.
And any particular reason why Pure Snake Eyes over the Fire King variant?
Honestly, just the non-engine slots. I really like the hand traps, the ability to play weird non-engines that actually just work with my stuff specifically. I did play one, maybe 2 extra cards. I did go 41, I think, main deck this time, just because I want the amount of times I've seen double Flambridge. So I just wanted to dilute the chances just in case,
Fair enough. All right, let's get into the deck profile.
So we'll start off with the engine, super standard. We'll have 3 Ash, the 2 Poplar with the 1 Oak. I consider this part of the engine, the 1 Jet Synchron, the double Flambridge, the best brick in the game sometimes, depends on the hands.
I got a question. Why didn't you play thoughts on Birch actually?
Birch, there never came a situation where I needed the Birch. Most of the time, there's no point to search it. Maybe it comes up with a Bonfire, but half of the time, Bonfire can just add a Poplar and it's better no matter what you do. And then more standard stuff, 3 Witch, followed up by the 3 Wanteds, and the 1 Sinful, and the 1 Temple.
All right, sounds good.
And then even more technically engine Bonfires, search the Ash, search the Poplar.
Yep.
Impermon Ash, Bonfire for the Poplar. Does the exact same thing.
Exactly.
So I'll go over my non-engine first. I decided to play the 1 Souls. Just because going second, also going first is an extender, but going second, if they have to pop the Dark, now you have a target to search for it. And if you activated the field spell, setting the Flambridge, or they let you get to that point, you can special this card and then send the field spell plus Flambridge. You'll get to draw 2, and then Flambridge will soul charge you back the 2 monsters that you need, and now you have instant princess access for the Flambridge.
Heck yeah.
That's pretty good.
Even more extenders, 1 for 1. I don't want to play it, but a lot of people convinced me to just try it, and I was like, oh well, Souls is the target, Jet Synchron is good, even if it is a bit card hungry. And then we have the 1 Talents. No reason, just to cross out target. I have to play into talents, so if I don't have to use cross out on my turn, it's a generic card that I could use along with for the cross out targets here. Spoiler, I run the hand traps of 3 Bailers, 3 Ashes, 3 Nibiru's, and the triple Imperm. No Joel in the main deck, just because I know it's good for Rogue. I did play a lot of Rogue, but I actually decided to play the 2 Bystials to try and counter the Rogue matchups. Against Pure also, it makes a lot of sense. They go to a dark or a light every time. You can really make it awkward by targeting the Linkuriboh on their Savage, and then also the Fire King version of Snake Eye. If they try to make IP, you can hard punish them by that.
Fair enough.
And then with this many hand traps, I play the cross out. Honestly, anything to do game 1. That's why I also played so many games. Because the theory is to push through, going second and going first. Even in game 1, we do anything to win this first game. Because post side, they really shouldn't be able to win anymore.
Fair enough.
And then speaking about the side, move these guys out of the way. Clean up later. I played the 1 Serenir, only for the voice matchup. Magnum mode on low, and if they somehow still manage to get a low end Skull Guardian on the field with Barrier, you can go Magnum mode, search the Serenir would dump it. It also plays around Summon them. If they set up against Pure, if they set up an Omni Negate, you go Phoenix 1, Serenir 2 to dump. And the theory behind sending the Druid's Worm is if you have no good Flambridge targets, you could Flambridge set it and then Witch send it, because it was still on the field. You'll get both effects chain blocked again.
Hell yeah.
And for post siding, even more hand chops. So I run the 3 Mortars, 3 Joels. I still think I don't want to play it, but I have to, especially with all the road decks running around. So
Yeah, fair enough.
and then I only decided to play 2 Cyclones, just because a lot of people aren't on anti-spell anymore. To make up for it, I played the Lightning Storms with it. Great against the Floowandereeze players. We do have a lot of them where we're located. So
Yeah, exactly.
I have to prep for them. I did get shifted like 8 times today, so
Yeah.
I don't know how I managed to win some of those games, but hey, I'll take it. The one Kurikara,
Yep.
it outs certain boards. It also outs certain powers. It was supposed to be for Pearly, but they didn't. I didn't end up seeing it during that. And then the FTK, especially with pure summon limit. So post side, if you can just get the summon limit plus any Omni negate, you should be winning that. It's really hard it's a really hard board to out unless they have multiple back row removal, which a lot of people aren't on because we don't have much labyrinth players now. And then if they don't stop me, it's completely fine if I get rid of the summon limit because I'll have a bunch of interruptions instead, which is the princess, the apple, the baron, and then Link Karibo if they attempt to go for the apple. It's a lot of like stuff that they have to go through.
Yeah, fair enough. And then we'll just real quickly go through the extra deck as well.
I got a question. Thoughts on putting Lullaby in the side
Lullaby
or
of
main?
the Obedience. In all honesty, I was thinking about it, but in our specific area, this regional specifically, we didn't have enough fire players. All the fire players I knew were like people that I usually play against, and a lot of the other fire players, I didn't think it was good enough to put in the side or the main to just add things, because a lot of people are even taking out the ashes, thinking there's a lot of fire, but we're actually the minority. Funnily enough, here, like there's a lot more rogue decks than actual fire decks, so I don't want to take the chances of a card being dead in my hand because I'm already playing 3 crossouts, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm already seeing the running the chances of like seeing completely unplayable. So
Yeah, fair enough.
it's extra deck, nothing new or exciting. Link Karibo, Link 2 IP into SP, Phoenix is your outs the most back row stuff. You have the 2 Charmers, your OTK lines of Princess, Phoenix, and Zelantis. I also decided to run the Celine Axis Code. Comes up so you can make the apple for free if you can go. I did play Branded, and I just played like the hand traps didn't exist, and I made the greediest combo and I think I put up an apple with just a bunch of hand traps in hand, and it was really hard for him to break through the wizard.
Pretty good.
Thoughts on Python?
Typhon, I didn't like it. The theory behind that was if we're a hand trapping war, if we're in a hand trap war against each other in a mirror match, I don't think anybody is gonna attempt to make 2 extra deck monsters. Because there's really no point for them. Why link off the Ash that got stopped and give them a heat alive? Why make an SP if that's your only interaction? I would rather have just think, because SP gets insta outed by Typhon, so there's really no point. And even the top decks in both decks are just like enough to push through one SP. There should be no reason I play into Typhon if I'm getting hand trapped. So I'm just gonna leave like the minimum board and just keep attempting to draw. Because whoever finds the 1 card starter, it'll be better than the Typhon on the field.
Yeah.
And then Apple in the Synchro package of Barone, Formula Synchron, Barone, and the Savage.
All right, nice. Any last shout outs you
Yeah,
want to
for
give?
sure. Shout outs to the playtesting group, which includes Mark, Rob, RC, Jeremiah, Aldrin, and Jordan. And also shout outs to a team that I got included in, which is Team Soju, which is just a bunch of my buddies. Those guys are always helping me out with theory. Like, if I need any cards, they help me out. A lot of them are good people. So.
All right, sounds good. Thank you again for the deck profile and congrats on top 8.
Yeah, thank you.